Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. Hello, everybody. I'm still like halfway out of breath because Wrigley is at a birthday party. I drove him across town. Well, not like all the way across town, but like sort of across town. Dropped him off for it's like a Nerf gun, like blacklight, glow in the dark Nerf gun party, and realized he forgot the magazine to his Nerf gun. So I had to drive home, try to find it. I found it, thank goodness. Ran all the way back. This party started at 1, so this was like 45 minutes ago. But ran all the way back, hit traffic, came back, and I just got home to see that we have 2 boxes here. Ugh, they're very heavy. You know what this means, those of you who know what I've been talking about. I ordered some cards on the Hay House sale, and they are here, and I'm so excited. Oh, Jamie Withrow is here, our newest patron. Welcome, welcome to Patreon, Jamie. It's so exciting to have you over there. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. But first, we're going to dive into this. I'm really excited. I'm opening these with you because they just got here. So first of all, who wants an unboxing of these before the collective reading? If you would like an unboxing, put a 1. If you just want to get to the collective reading, put a 2. We'll let you guys vote. At the very least, I'm going to open these while you vote and just look at them. So if you want to do a quick unboxing, number 1. If you just want to get to the collective, go to number 2. All right, we got one open. Oh, thank you, Ethan. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of 1s. That's more 1s than the 9 people who are in here. So any 2s that come in just will not win at this point. So we're just going to go right into it. It's not going to be like an in-depth unboxing where I open every single box. No, we're just going to look at what I got. And if any of them really pique some interest, I might open them. I don't know. We'll just play it by ear. Okay. So we have the Self-Care Wisdom cards by Cheryl Richardson. These are super cute. I'm really excited to use those. I might use these in place of the other self-care deck today just to see. Normally I like to get a deck and kind of work with it a little before and sometimes sleep with it next to my bed or under my pillow. But who knows? I mean, there are certain decks I open them and right away we're off to the races. We also have here the Priestess of Light Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber. Very pretty. I'm really excited about these ones. The Star Codes Astro Oracle by Heather Roan Robbins. Look at that. Yes. We also have the Dragon Oracle cards by Diana Cooper. I've had my eye on these for quite some time now. Yes. We also have the Cosmic Journey Oracle by Yannick Silver. Very cool. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I think the other box, actually, ow, my hair. The tape and my hair do not mix. The other box actually might be, I don't know if this is one is from Jessie, because she said she ordered me some, which was so sweet. The Earthcraft Oracle. Yes, and this one is by Juliet Diaz and Lorraine Anderson. So cool. And these, very neat. I'm excited about that deck as well. We've also got the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. Super excited. I'm excited about all of them. Can you see me anymore? It's getting quite the precarious tower. These ones have been out for quite a while, but I just never got them. The Wild Offering Oracle by Tasha Silver. I've always loved Katie Daisy's artwork, so that's what's featured here on these ones. I'm actually going to move these scissors. All right, we're moving these down so we can see. Okay. We also have the Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. Yes, Christmas! I know, it feels like it. And yes, and then the Power of Love Activation cards by James Von Prague. How neat. Okay, so I'm definitely, with the amount of decks that I've got in front of me just here, realizing with the crazy, I'm just going to have to show you guys because I can't describe just how many decks I've got going on here. I mean, I've got all of these. Oops, this way. yes, the floor is a mess. My kids come in here and I gotta do some deep cleaning in here. But yes, we've got all of this, and then all of this. Oh my goodness, there's just stuff everywhere. So I need to actually, I mean, I clear the decks before I use my sage and stuff, but a lot of these decks haven't even been back on the shelf in their boxes in months. So what I think I'm gonna do probably soon, is go through and take some of the lesser used decks. If I'm not going to be using them like in the upcoming month or two, I'm going to go ahead and rebox them, put them back on the shelf, and then incorporate some of the new decks into what we got going on here. So it'll be really fun. Let me just get into the second box, just see what's going on over here. Because I'm pretty sure all the decks I ordered are right there. And I know Jessie had mentioned she ordered me a few decks, but I just want to make sure this is what this is. Let's see. We've got a packing slip. Maybe this will tell us what's going on. Yes, it is from Jessie. Thank you, Jessie. That's so sweet. You did not have to do that. But we have here the Love Yourself cards by Louise Hay. And she goes, send me a list of the cards that you, what was it? That you have already, so I don't purchase ones you already have. And I'm like, you know, it'd be better if I just sent you the ones I don't have, because I have way more of their library of cards than I don't have. So I sent her a handful of ones that I didn't have. The Good Tarot. And I've been eyeing this Jenna over on, I guess she's changed her name a few times. Jenna's Joyous Journey, and then her other one is now, I think, Lost Sheep Tarot. She's had this deck, but recently started using it, and I've really connected to the artwork on this, and then also the Cosmic Awakening uses this deck a lot, and I'm like, man, it's just one I never think to buy when it's time to buy something, but Jessie got it. That's so nice. And then the Enchanted Map Oracle cards, and I can do it, Louise Hay, 365 Daily Affirmations 2022 calendar. It is like Christmas Day. I'm just so overwhelmed with the amount of new decks here, and we got a new calendar for 2022. This is just like so exciting. I'm going to try to hold all these up so you can see just the vast number of decks we've got in front of us here. Look at all that. That's a lot of bonding and a lot of connection in my future. I can see it. I can feel it. Okay. I think I'm going to pull the Star Codes deck and the other one I had mentioned, the Self-Care. And possibly the Good Tarot, just to get a nice, power of the number 3. Okay, let's stack those down here for now. Yes, this feels so exciting. Like, if I don't get another deck for like a year, I will feel very happy with the state of my current collection. Because holy goodness, you guys, I gotta show you. I just have to show you how many decks are on my area over here. And of course, this is a huge mess because it's just overflowing and I need to purge some old books and everything. But like, okay, so up top here, wait, let me point. Okay, there, that is full of decks, even up behind Kurt there. Oh, it's backwards to you guys. Okay, behind Kurt there's a bunch of decks. All of those are decks. It's backwards, so I'm like stumbling here. All of those are decks. All of those are decks, like too deep. Oh my gosh, I have so much. Yeah, and then again, and then even, this is a shoe organizer that I sit on during my pick of cards that's very squeaky. And my mom's so funny. She's like, yeah, sometimes it sounds like you're farting in your videos. I'm like, I swear I'm not. It's the freaking thing I sit on. But yeah, it's got little cubbies, and I've got sometimes 2 and 3 back, like deep into this cubby that decks for days. They're just everywhere. And then of course, as I showed you on the table that I'm using here. I really do need to do a nice, good purge. And there even are a few decks that I know I want to give my mom. Because she's interested in some of the ones that I don't really gravitate toward or use, but they're kind of her style, so I think I'm just going to give them to her. If she watches this replay later, spoiler alert, you're getting some decks. All right, so we're going to open the good tarot real quick. Oh, good. We're only 9 minutes and 57 seconds in, so hopefully I'm not going to take all day to just open these up. We're just going to open these 3 and kind of shuffle through them. Not like the whole thing, but just kind of the Fool card. These are so just angelic and beautiful. Ethereal, Magician, High Priestess, Emperor. Yeah, we can get some good vibes. We got Strength going. Fortune's Wheel, Wheel of Fortune. Cute little, oh, like sun and moon depiction in the middle there. I love that. Let's go through Ace of Air. Ooh, I love that. King of Fire. He looks so revered and so enlightened, doesn't he? 10 of Fire. 8 of Water. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm excited. Nothing gets me more excited than decks and crystals. Okay, so we'll put the box down there. We will find a little perch over here for that. I'm just going to stack this self-care oracle. That's a good thing about having long nails. You can just kind of rip the seam out when you can find it. It's harder to do live because you got an audience. Where is it? There we are. I got it. All right, let's put the garbage in here. Box. Okay, so. Okay, we got it. We got it. You guys are having fun. Okay, so yes, we've got growth, and then it says the little thing on the back. Truth. Oh, these are so cute. I love these. Love. Look how freaking cute these are. I love them. Mind. Oh my gosh. Yes, we're getting into these. We have some. I'm not going to do too much of a deep dive on the astrology of this solar eclipse. There's a lot of information out there. Ananda Shri Astrology actually has a really great article on her website that breaks these down. I'm just going to link that for you guys right now. If you would like to check that out at some point, feel free. And I did a more astrological deep dive on the weekly reading over on Patreon. So if you're a patron, you can watch the November 28th through December 5th weekly reading to get the real download on the eclipse energies. We're mostly just going to touch on the basics, the fact that this is in sidereal Scorpio and Western Sagittarius is where this solar eclipse has taken place. It's already taken place, but we're still feeling it, and we're going to feel it for the next 6 months. So if you've missed doing any kind of rituals or incantations or whatever you feel called to do, it is not too late. It is not too late. But I showed Lori. I had to send Lori this hilarious meme because I'm like, this is so me half the time. Let me just show you guys this. It's so funny, and it's so me, and it's so fitting for, I think, a lot of us because, life, we get overwhelmed. Let me see if I can find it. I love this so much. Okay. So what I plan for my new moon ritual is on the top, and then what actually happens is on the bottom. It's they're dancing, they're having a great time, invoking the spirits and their ancestors, and then the other guy's just laying there I guess I lit some stage. I got a crystal on me. I can't function. Right? It's so funny. Okay, so then we have the Astro Oracle. These are stunning. I love the artwork on these as well. So we've got Aries, Taurus. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I can't wait. I can't wait. Gemini. I'm not going to go through all of them. Sagittarius. Uranus. Ooh, my Uranus is all done up in this eclipse. So transformation, newness, just leveling up for me going on. What else do we have here? We've got 6th house sustainability. So maybe for someone out there, this is happening in your 6th house. But since these are the Astro cards, let's just use these to start out our reading. And then, of course, we'll get some tarot in the mix. All right, so here starts at 14:20, our collective reading. All right. Oh, these shuffle like a dream. I love these kind of almost matte finish cards. They just slide so well. They don't stick to the card in front of or before it, or before or after it, I should say. These are great. They smell very warehousey, but they will not smell like that in time. But oh, we've got Descendant, so invitation. So ascendant is your first, your first house, your rising sign. The descendant is directly opposite, which is your seventh house. So this is an invitation for you to really connect with people in your life. It could be a significant other, could be a friend, a family member, really anyone who's not in your physical body. Everybody else is descendant. It's like the seventh house. Let's see. What else do we have for this eclipse for our Patreon, not Patreon collective, our live stream collective? Yes, I knew this was coming out. Change, big change. Uranus is coming in hot. Even if your Uranus isn't all done up in this eclipse like mine is, you're still really seeking spiritual practices or trying to do things in a more spiritual way. Because we got that number 7 here. 2 + 5 is 7. Then with the 37, that adds up to 10, which adds up to 1. So new beginnings and many changes coming in for all of us because of this eclipse. Let's get one more. And it's interesting because in the Patreon collective reading that I did for this, it seemed to be that anyone on a more spiritual path and a more spiritual journey really isn't going to have the death throes of like being tossed to the waves of this eclipse like the regular human collective will. So that's like, fingers crossed, we can just rise above this and just, if we are really like showing up, ready and willing to put in the work, it's like spirit's going to meet us more than halfway, and we're not going to have this major upheaval in our lives, because it's almost like the Tower card in, where's the deck here, in my Everyday Witch, where she's the one detonating the tower. So any tower moments that are coming up for most of us, it's like we're the ones detonating it. Yeah, we're leaving a lot in the past. 10 of Wands, we're putting our burdens down and we're saying no more. All right, let's get one more from this, and then we'll get more of the tarot as well. I'm just so excited about these new cards. Yes. And then we've got Aries, act. And fun fact, we've got Uranus on the table. In sidereal Vedic astrology, Uranus is still in Aries. It's still in the sign of Aries. So there is a major shakeup, breakup, wake up going on with governments, with all the different systems and society going on. And by the time it does get to sidereal Taurus, we're going to really start laying those new foundations. I do believe right now it's at about 18 degrees of sidereal or Vedic Aries right now, Uranus is. But Uranus is such a powerful planet of change and transformation, of spirituality, of just growth. It's a lot like Jupiter, but it has its own way of operating. It's really interesting. And it's got some Saturn vibes to it as well. It's like a mix between Jupiter and Saturn. So those of you who have a strong Uranus placement or like a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, like you might really be feeling these changes, but these are changes you're excited to make. And maybe not excited like, oh, let me just dive in and do all this shadow work, but like, it's time. At the very least, it's time to clear the decks on your life and really just do some things differently, because the way you've been doing things, even if they worked for you in the past, they're not working right now. It's like, it's so weird. All right, what else do we have going on for our wonderful live stream collective here? Queen of Pentacles, yes, we're putting down new roots. Look at that, putting down new roots. Again, after that tower kind of falls, we have like a clean slate, or maybe a lot of rubble to clean up first before that clean slate. But even in the midst of a lot of that rubble of the tower, we can still find nuggets of good things that we can then incorporate into our future and our present life that actually did work out really well, in the past, that we don't have to clean slate everything. We can take the things that work for us and really make our lives very dynamic and easy. But the things that are treacherous, the things that are difficult, the things that are keeping us held back or keeping our light dimmed, we're having it's almost like the universe is forcing us with a lot of these energies. But I look at it more as, okay, it's time to leap, so let's leap, But the time is right for us to make these big changes in our lives that we know we need to make. And for many of us, it might be with our relationships, deciding to leave certain relationships. This could be friends, family members, significant other, just the toxicity. It doesn't have to be the whole relationship. You don't have to throw the baby out with the bathwater. But if it feels right to cut out certain relationships once and for all, then follow that guidance from your inner self, your higher self. But for the most part, this is even just clearing the decks on the toxicity within relationships that you don't want to get rid of. You want to strengthen them. Um, this could look like just toxicity, codependency, um, just really feeling like you have to prove yourself to people. You're really coming out of this energy. So that's good. All right, what else do we need to know about this eclipse energy? For all of us listening in or watching the replay right now, how is this going to affect our lives over the next 6 months till the next eclipse cycle kicks off? 6 of Cups. Yes, a lot of stuff from the past is coming up for us to heal. This could be you reprogramming your subconscious, removing, plucking out, healing from a lot of childhood wounds and traumas. Could even be past life traumas and wounds. I get a very big, strong sibling vibe here. So maybe you're going through some things with siblings, or just shifting or changing the way you show up for them, or maybe they have changed the way they show up for you. And if things really do look toxic with a sibling, maybe you're taking some time to kind of separate your energy from them so you can establish a new baseline of operation with this person. For one person watching, maybe you have in the past cut a sibling out, or you're just not on good terms with them anyway. And this is you either coming to terms with that or healing something surrounding that so that the two of you can be brought together. Or you're just deciding, I love you, but my life and your life are probably better if we don't keep butting heads and coming up against it, because we're never going to agree. And sometimes agreeing to disagree, sending people away with love is the best thing we can do for ourselves and that person as well. But if it resonates more that you want to strengthen things, then strengthen things. Because nothing's going to happen that you're not ready for is really what I see with this collective, because you guys are the ones detonating any tower moments in your life coming up, where I think before it just felt like everyone else outside of you or circumstances or the universe was just blowing crap up in your life left and right, and you had no bearing over it. If that's been your case, you're going to feel a lot more in control of how things are going and where you're going. And some of you may even be wanting to shift your careers, or have a new beginning where you're completely changing. Maybe you're moving, maybe you're traveling. This is just things, this is new energy, brand new energy, that maybe you're experiencing certain things in this lifetime for the first time in this lifetime. Traveling, maybe your gifts are coming online, because Uranus, it is a very spiritual planet. I mean, so is Neptune, so is Jupiter. I mean, there's a lot of spiritual planets, the sun, a lot of spiritual planets in our birth charts. But Uranus is like the great change that this world desperately needs. It's like the age of Aquarius in a planet. Like, this is exactly what we are looking for. And Uranus does rule the sign of Aquarius in Western astrology. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense with the age of Aquarius. I always want to sing that song by the Fifth Dimension, The Age of Aquarius. Yeah, we've got some volatility coming in. I think it's later today, maybe right as we're speaking. Mars has just gone into sidereal Scorpio. So it's going to start moving ever so closer to K2, which is the south node of the moon, which is currently, I want to say, about 6 degrees of Scorpio. So add 24 degrees to that. Anything over 30, apply it to the next sign if you're looking for the Sagittarian placement of the south node right now. And also, Mars will pass the place of where the eclipse happened today at, I can't remember if it's 10 or 13 degrees of Scorpio. So go look that up if you want to know the exact degrees. If you have certain placements or planets or whatever house this is going on in your chart, look into that. But Mars will cross this eclipse point where the sun and moon met with the nodes of the moon, south and north node, or AKA Rahu Ketu. Mars will cross that. And every time Mars crosses the previous eclipse point, big things happen. Like 9/11 happened right as Mars was passing that eclipse point, the day of, actually. Joni Patry really breaks down a lot of like past events that have happened when this alignment or that alignment, and really history does repeat itself. So paying attention to the astrology and what happened last time this conjunction or this alignment or whatever it was happened, it kind of gives you a good indication of, well, what exactly is going to happen this time. Of course, it's not going to be exactly the same, but it might have a similar essence to it. All right, right, so that's our collective reading. I got it done in 10 minutes, pretty much. We started at 14 minutes and 20 seconds, I think it was. So just right over 10 minutes, actually. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put this here. I'm going to move these back. I was using these for demonstration purposes on one of my mentorship sessions earlier this week. I'm going to put them away now. Or was it the live stream? I can't remember. Well, I know I showed Michelle De Leon, and then I brought it back out for a live stream, I think. Put the scissors out of my way. All right. So first up, we've got Earthy Deva, and I'm pretty sure she left her question over on PayPal. So I'm going to put these couple of new decks where I'm going to use them at. I don't think we need this card about the author and stuff in the mix, but when it comes time to do any self-care, if we need any self-care cards today, I will really shuffle these ones up better than they already are. And then also the Good Tarot. Haven't shuffled this even once yet, but there it is. We can maybe even start there. But Earthy Deva, hello. Anna, hello. Oh, you can write question there. Okay, cool. That works for me. I'm going to catch up really quickly on any donations that came in. I see here Stefers says she's donated. And Jessie donated for a reading for her kids, and then all the grandkids from their grandparents. And she's not here, so I kind of put her as holdover. We can timestamp hers very last. So anyone donating like relatively soon, your question will be answered relatively soon. Okay, so after Vicky, we've got Stefers 111. That's the other donation I have coming in. Thank you so much, Ethan. I appreciate it. Okay. There we go. That looks good to me. Thank you so much, Ethan. Oops, I did not copy that right. I'm going to copy my list here so I have it in my little chat box. So Anna, I'm going to take a quick drink of my water and shuffle this deck, and then we will get into Anna's question. It's always interesting working with a new deck that I have maybe just seen a glimpse of some of these depictions and just getting a feel for these energies of this whole deck. Because to me, every tarot deck, even the different spins on the traditional Rider-Waite, like they all have their little nuances and they just almost tell their own story. That's why, you know, I used to wonder, like, why do people have so many tarot decks? And like, now I know. Because I had one tarot deck for like 12 years of my life. And that was it. That was good enough. Because I've been reading tarot since 97. And it's just grown and grown and grown on me. As in 1997. I'm that old. Okay. So while we get Anna's question, oh, she's got it there. I'm going to just shuffle these a good couple of times because they are all in the right order, and I want to mix it all up. Yes, I do. All right. There's something magical about shuffling a deck for the first time. It's like, this is just the beginning of our journey together. I love it. All right. Hopefully that'll give us a good baseline for Anna's one-card read. I'd love a one card on how I can let go of my past lovers and relationships. I often think about some of them, and I'd like to shift that. That's an amazing question, and just general advice for all of you before I pull the card specifically for you, Anna. And even those who are in a current relationship who maybe they will think of an ex a lot, or maybe things that happen in the relationship with the ex get triggered in the new relationship or the current relationship or the future relationship. Healing these things first, or, you know, as you go, is really good advice for anybody and everybody, because we do pick up, you know, pieces of energy of everybody and energetic cords. So cord cutting meditations, also doing, I'll just write it here, the Lunar innate cord cutting. She posted it either 3 or 4 years ago, but if you look that up, Anna, and everyone else interested in doing some cord cutting, she will go in and do it for you if you don't know how, because you can connect to your higher self and give permission for anything for your highest good to come through. They don't cut living cords or vital cords. They only cut cords that are just kind of dead space and taking up a lot of your time. Yeah, she's so amazing. So she's got a really good one that I swear by. That cord cutting, it was posted either 3 or 4 years ago. It's an older video, but my gosh, it is so powerful. Time's irrelevant how long ago it's been on there. Yeah, and just, doing self-love and reprogramming your subconscious mind is because a lot of times it's not even from the lovers that we have this trauma, it's from parents and just the past, even before we were old enough to have a lover, so to speak, that we then, carry around in our subconscious mind, and it triggers a lot. So just reprogramming yourself with self-love and aligning with your higher self. These are all ways you can heal outside or external relationships to yourself, but also doing like heart chakra healing, heart chakra clearing your own energy field, and just cutting cords from anyone specifically. If there's a specific person that you'll probably never see again, and you just still think of them all the time, there's still an energetic cord going on, and that's the reason that you're thinking of them so often. So yeah, affirmations can help as well. Let's get a card specifically for Anna on this instance, please, Spirit. We have the Hierophant. So yeah, kind of, this person looks like they're about to do some incantations, maybe some rituals or something. Yeah, maybe lighting a candle, or and it's interesting too, because the Hierophant is like, it does represent like marriage or partnerships, doing things the more traditional route. But really, this doesn't look that traditional as far as like the church, like we see like the Catholic Church or something. This to me feels more like old, ancient wisdom about how to clear the energy from past connections. So just doing some research, doing some rituals where you are letting these people go with love, just sending them your love, but without like, hey, reeling them back in, but just saying, I let you go with love and peace. That can really benefit you and really help you. And maybe even talking to a more traditional way of doing this, talking to some sort of therapist or counselor, about some ways that you can really work through, just some of those attachments, and just, I don't know, cords. I mean, cords really is the main word coming up with that. I know, isn't this beautiful? And we did get a donation coming in from Pika Lee. I just saw that a second ago. Yeah, beautiful card. I know it's a one card read. I just want to grab one more. I'm going over here to the Sacred Forest. That's right. Still yet a newer deck. I ordered 2 decks before the big sale, and then I was like, oh wow, I can't pass up these prices. So I ordered 10 more. Yes, we got Pika Lee. Then we have here playfulness. So don't feel like this is a big chore. Just be really playful with your healing journey. That's really going to be your best bet scenario, is to have some fun with this. Don't be too strict. But again, too, if you are cutting cords or doing some healing surrounding these relationships, if you do feel emotional, allow that to come through, because that's, healing that is going to take place as you kind of release the tears. It's releasing some of this stuff buried in. Oh, you work with a therapist. Well, there you go. Maybe just talking to this therapist about ways of moving on from the past. But doing it in a very playful way is going to be your ticket. And the number 15 here, that adds up to 6, which is like a very nurturing, self-love, self-care, very motherly, mothering your own inner child kind of vibe to get you through all of that stuff from the past. So I hope that resonated, Anna. Thanks again for your donation. And up next, we've got the wonderful Vicky Downey. All right. Yeah, this deck is just so beautiful. I'm so excited. Yeah, she kind of does look like Anna's profile pic. That's so cool. Great observation, Pika Lee. Love it. Yes, beautiful. Such high priestess vibes too. And it's funny too, because traditionally in the tarot, you will see a male Hierophant. We saw a female Hierophant. So it's almost like also bringing that divine feminine energy to the table and into the mix to really do this healing work. So that's powerful, Anna. Amazing. All right, Vicky, can I please ask Spirit about my chakras and vibration, what chakras need working on, etc.? Let's get into it, Vicky. Right, what does Vicky need to know about her energy, her chakras, her alignment? Ooh, well, I'm really picking up solar plexus energy with this lion. Normally that's like a Leo energy, but you know, Emperor to me is Aries energy and it's still very fiery, very passionate. I'm also seeing the root chakra. So really working on the root chakra and the solar plexus chakra are going to be your best bets, because solar plexus, well, root is all about your stability, your security, feeling safe in the world, knowing that you have enough. A lot of lack mentality is found in that root chakra. If you have a fear of not having enough or something being taken away, a lot of times that's with the root chakra. And then what I also see with this is that solar plexus is your sense of self-esteem, your confidence, and just knowing that you deserve to have good things in your life. But this also is you like really bringing that divine masculine energy when you want to align anything or heal any of your chakras, bringing that divine masculine energy. And you may even feel kind of out of alignment on the right side of your body, because that is the divine masculine side of your body. But this is letting me know the Emperor coming out. You're in charge here, Vicky. You're in control of how this healing goes, and if you want to bring this back into alignment, you have every power to be able to do that. And you do have the support of your guides, angels, crossover loved ones on the other side, helping you create that stability and balance in your life that you may be craving or seeking at this time. I also have the chakra love messages here. So let's pull a couple of these if there's anything besides the root or solar plexus, or if they want to highlight one we've already talked about, that can just really, you know, put some importance or emphasis on that chakra. All right. Yeah, solar plexus for sure. And that was the one I was really seeing with that Leo energy, that lion yellow energy. And this is all about confidence. And rutilated quartz is the crystal that they put in association here with the solar plexus chakra. But it says confidence. No one will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Be your own hype man. Talk yourself up, because no one will do it better than you will. But you putting this vibe out that I am amazing, I do deserve good things, other people are going to pick up on that and start being your cheerleaders as well. It's really beautiful. But then we have the third eye chakra. So if you sometimes think, is my third eye open? Is it not open? Is it open? Is it not open? Yes, it is open. I'm just seeing sometimes I'm just seeing like maybe like lifestyle stuff. It could even be like electronics, like EMF frequencies do sometimes mess with your third eye. I don't know if you get headaches a lot, or you just kind of like you'll be moving from one place in the house to another and you're like, I forgot what I was coming down here to do. Like just this kind of sense of cloudiness or confusion about maybe even sometimes the direction you're going in life, or maybe sometimes it's hard for you to remember dreams, but other times they're crystal clear. This just could be, I'm really seeing the EMF frequencies messing with your third eye. So if it's at all possible, if you do have Wi-Fi at home, just turning that off after a certain amount of, you know, whenever it's bedtime, turning that off, and then you can go ahead and turn it back on in the morning or whatever. Or if you want to do what I eventually want to get to, is just not having Wi-Fi in the house at all. You just use it something that's plugged in at all times, or not at all. But this is all about your intuition. And it says intuition is the little tug that pulls you toward your light. So Vicky, you have an amazing intuition. It just sometimes gets a little fuddled or muddled by EMF frequencies. And two, I know that I know you're like in Ireland, but I don't know in that part of the world. Like in the US, they've put out like the 5G and everything, and also on certain houses, we stop them from doing it on our house, but putting on the, man, I don't know, I might get flagged here speaking a little too much truth, but the word smart goes in front of it, and it's a meter that's on your house. Smart, M, right? Okay. But if you have a room, like a bedroom or something with that on the outside of your house, you're getting all that radiation as you sleep, as you eat, as you whatever. So like when we eventually build our house in the future, whenever that will be, we're going to have our meter that they read for the electricity and stuff. It's going to be off away from the house, because you do have the ability to do that if you're building. But I mean, if you're in an apartment or sharing a space with someone or whatever, I mean, you kind of get what you get. But yeah, Wi-Fi turned off, maybe not sleeping with your phone next to you as well. That'll really help your third eye stay not so foggy, and just really help with your energy field as well. I just want to get one more for good measure. I'm really called over here to this astrology deck that we just got. Anything else Vicky needs to know about her energy, her chakras, just anything standing out here, Spirit? We've got the South Node passed with the number 33, Master number 33. So you can call on your guides and angels, these ascended masters specifically, to really help clear your energy field and keep it cleared for you. But I do believe in us, and this is past life energy here. In a past life, Vicky, you were really good at clearing your own field, clearing like areas, spaces, locations. You were really gifted in one of your past lives, or probably multiple ones, of clearing the energy of anything toxic or dark or negative that just wasn't for the highest good of yourself or others. So I hope that resonated, Vicky. That's so powerful. But yeah, you are in control. That is what's amazing here. This wasn't a 10 of swords or anything crazy like that. This is empowerment. So this is you being able to really figure out what you need to do, and you're very powerful at clearing it yourself, especially with that K2 South Node energy here of past life. So cool. Yeah, Shungite is amazing to help clear that out. And you can even call on your guides to clear, cancel, and delete any negative or toxic energy that is interfering with your high vibe. And it works like a dream. It works like a charm. So try that next time you're feeling a little low or confused. Just call in your guides and angels to cancel, clear, and delete all negative energy that is affecting your positive vibration. Powerful practice. All of you, try it out. Just see what happens when you do that. Because if it works the way it does with me, you will notice a huge difference right away. All right. So up next, let me just double check. I think it was Stefers, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Stefers, and then Pika Lee, and then our two holdovers, and that is it. So we're just cooking right on through our lists today. Yes. Okay. So Stefers, go ahead and post your question, unless you direct me over to PayPal. If you let me know it's over there. Usually people that have a longer question will just put it in PayPal. Then they don't have to type it all out, which I can easily go to. You're wondering what is next for you and what your spirit guides want you to know. Well, let's just stick with the good tarot. It's really producing so well already. I'm so excited about it. All right. Stefers 1111 is wondering what is next for her and what do her guides want her to know about this next step in her life. Well, we've got the Hierophant coming out again, and this is a thick daddy of 78 cards. So the fact that this came out, this might just be a collective energy going on right now. But this is us clearing things from the past and having that authority. Back in the day, a lot of times we would put that authority in our clergymen, in lawyers, doctors, people like government people, like, oh, they're the authority. They know better. But this, to me, Stefers, is you stepping into your own role of authoritarian of your own life and knowing what is best for you and doing it your way. You're not doing it the traditional way. This, to me, looks like you doing it your way and calling on your guides and angels for help. You will see the power that you bring forth manifest so much deeper, so much more powerfully when you call on your guides and angels to come in for the ride as well. And then we have the Messenger of Water, which is the Page of Cups. That is so beautiful. There's some good news coming in hot. This is so amazing. This could be, I don't know if you've recently applied for a job or have just been wanting to hear something. You're going to hear it very soon, and it's going to be in your favor. And this could even be something you're hearing out of the blue, because this a lot of times deals with like fun and exciting surprises. On the traditional Rider-Waite depiction, there's like a little fish like peeking out of the cup. It's like, I went to pour myself some wine and there's a fish in it. Like, how random is that? Just very ethereal, very spirit-led surprises coming in hot for you very soon. But this is as a result, Stefers, of you really stepping up your spiritual practice or your meditation game, or there's just something you're doing. You're just showing up in your more lighthearted, childlike energy, and you're going to see that reflected in your external world. It's not going to be so depressing and dark and everything, which Spirit's kind of highlighting. Maybe the last 3 months for you, Stefers, have been a little difficult or maybe emotional or even apathetic at times, where you're just like, I don't know, I'm bored with life. Like, I don't know what's next. But this is letting you know you're in charge. You're in control of things really taking a turn for the better in your own life. And I think this might even come in messengers from Spirit, divinely inspired ideas and inspirations, or you're just sitting at your table or something, and you just have this, you're just washed over by this overcoming sense of excitement, and you're like, I'm so excited, but I don't know why. Like, you just feel like something good's gonna happen very soon, like that kind of vibe. This is coming for you. I'm seeing by December 17th is the date they're giving me. So just between now and December 17th, just be kind of feeling into your energy field. And you may even feel chills, because I just got the chills on my crown. You may feel chills or hear like a ringing in your ear, or maybe just some weird like muscle spasm on your leg, or your, I don't know, eye twitch or something coming in to physically represent this energy coming in for you. It's really exciting though. And especially Stefers, if you've had some difficult times recently, this is going to be such a change of pace. Oh, then we have the Page of Water. Oh, interesting, because I'm reading this is the Page of Water, or the Page of Cups. It's, I guess this must be in the Good Tarot, the I don't know, maybe it's the Queen. I'm gonna go to the book and look, because I just assumed, because messengers to me are pages. This could even be the Knight of Water, but I'm gonna look that up real quick. But the message coming through intuitively was Page of Cups, because we also got Page of Cups. So I will just then expand with whatever this Messenger of Water is. There we go. All right, Colette Baron Reed, you tricked me. All right, so Messenger of Water, 9, 10. So 11 is Page of Water, 12 is Messenger. Okay, yeah, so this is the Knight of Cups. So this is emotional fulfillment, and there is progression here too. So this is the Page of Cups, Knight of Cups. So there's progression from the news that you're getting, that exciting inspiration and happiness and peace coming into your life, just something real that you can really sink your teeth into emotionally, that feels really good, Stefers, and you're going to start taking action on it. You're going to know your next step. You're going to know what to do, where maybe before you were confused or just kind of felt, I don't really feel like doing anything. You're going to be inspired. And this is something very emotionally exciting. Like I'm feeling like almost like sweating and like wanting to jump up and down. Like, I got to do something. This is super exciting. Maybe it just like a divinely inspired idea that you're taking action on. I want to get one more tarot card for this for Stefers. Ooh, and it could be with love. We've got, I do believe this is the Lovers, because 6 is the sixth tarot card is the Lovers. But it's very Beauty and the Beast vibes to me. I almost want to say this was the Strength card at first, but I'm pretty sure that's the number 8, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure that the Lovers is number 6, because it comes after the Hierophant. I do know that. We have a donation coming in from Cheyenne, so she will be right after Pika Lee. Thank you so much, Cheyenne. Awesome. But yeah, this is you. I'm really seeing this almost as self-love, like loving your own inner beast, loving your shadow side, really loving the unlovable parts of yourselves, or the parts that other people might say are really out of control. You're loving them. You're really feeling into yourself and loving yourself. And it feels very like this is such a collective energy coming in for so many of us, that it's been really difficult to love ourselves, or we just want to beat ourselves up for everything we've ever done all the time. It's like when you say someone steals something from a convenience store and they get, charged with it, then they go to jail for however long. Say they go to jail for 2 years. Well, once that 2 years is over, they can't then be charged for that same crime again and again and again and again. But yet we do this to ourselves constantly. And we do this to other people in our lives constantly. So this is like almost like you getting out of that loop of blaming yourself for things you've done in the past, or things that have happened to you in the past. Like, I should have known better. Why did I listen to that person? Or, whatever it is. But you're overcoming a lot of this old trauma, and maybe even making a new decision to go in a new direction that just feels way more emotionally invested. It's almost like you're taking that 8 of Cups vibe from the past, walking away from something that's no longer emotionally fulfilling you and walking towards something that is. And it's not even like you have to go seek this out. It's going to find you, and then you're taking action on it. So it's not like you're even having to go find it. It's going to find you, and then you know what to do from there. So that's very powerful, specifically, Stefers, if you have had a really hard time knowing your next step in life, or really wanting to know, or just, feeling like things have been difficult. You're really getting a handle on that. That's so amazing. All right. I want to actually get one more from this astrology deck. It's just wanting to play today. So We're going to appease the energy. Okay, for Stefers. Anything else her guides want her to know? I just heard level up, level up, level up. You're leveling up. And then we have here Pallas Athena, think. And this is more in line and in the mix with Western astrology. So I know that Pallas Athena is like maybe an asteroid or something. Don't quote me on that. I'm not all up in the mix with Western astrology, but you can look up Pallas Athena. But this, to me, I'm getting very Mercury vibes. It's almost like this helmet. I don't know. To me, it really reminds me of Mercury. And then we got the keyword think here as well. But the number 3, you may be seeing a lot of 333. But yeah, just looking into Pallas Athena, maybe seeing if you have your Pallas Athena placed in a specific place. I know that's more of a Western astrology deal, or whatever Pallas Athena represents, but you're thinking more critically about your future and about even the past. It's like, why do I keep beating myself up for that? Stop it. So when you catch yourself in this like negative thought loop about your past, it's almost like you can do that. Call your guides in, cancel, clear, delete, cancel, clear, delete, like we were talking about earlier with Vicky's reading. So yeah, this must be collective energy because I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling it. Woo! Yes. All right. So I hope that resonates, Stefers. Yes, it's great news. I'm so excited. All right. So up next, we got Pika Lee, and then we've got Cheyenne Downey after that. And then our holdover list. So we really only have 2 more people who are here to do readings for. So if you are just stepping in and you wanted to know how long the list was, it's really not that long today. We're just trucking right on through. Right, I'm just updating my little list for myself there. You are so welcome, and I'm so glad that resonated for you. All right. Okay, so making sure we're all up to date on the donations, which I think we are. So Pika Lee, oh my God, I literally said that this morning. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to, but that's so cool. Great synchronicity. Gotta love it. I love it. Pika Lee in the house. Pika Lee's turn. I'm gonna take a drink of my water. I'm gonna stick with the good tarot because I'm just feeling the love. I'm feeling the vibe. All right. Oh, you've been seeing 111, the 111 for months, Amanda. That's amazing. Is that your question? I wasn't sure. Oh, that is your question. Cool. We have Pika Lee real quick, and then we will get into that for you, Cheyenne. I'm excited. But I'm already hearing new beginning, new beginning, new beginning. Like such good new energy coming in, especially in 2022. Like up between now and February 2022, good things coming in, Cheyenne. But we'll circle back to your question here in just a second. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I had this on and off sickness that kicked me starting 12/1, and then we're taken off from work for 2 days. Oh no! I hope you're feeling better. A lot of people are kind of ill right now, and I really venture to say it's these cosmic energies coming in mixed with the solar eclipse. Especially if also there's like some digestive stuff. Like a lot of people I know are dealing with some digestive. I know it sounds very TMI and yucky, but like, diarrhea and like digestive upset and stuff. Thankfully, like that's the worst to have to experience that, and I hate that. It's yucky. But a lot of people I know, like in my family, my friends, like are dealing with this right now. So I don't know if you had like a stomach bug or what's going on. But if you are feeling like the solar plexus on down energy, we are getting major upgrades to those lower chakras and of course the higher chakras. But like, dude, like our stability and security on this 3D matrix is like being uplifted. We're planting ourselves into a more fifth dimensional consciousness, or the original matrix, the original blueprint of this planet. So let's see. Yes, realized yesterday the new moon, solar eclipses today. Wrote in my journal that I realized this illness has started feeling better immediately. Wow, that's amazing. I love it. What was the sickness all about? Had confusion and congestion that would swing back and forth between feeling better and feeling sick. Was that ascension symptoms? Was this message from the higher realms? Was this some sort of reminder manifestation? Yeah, and there's also a lot of throat, lung, and sinus things going on right now, which, time of year, I mean, it is kind of into that, as they call flu season, but Then we have that other thing going around, which then sparks people's fear that, oh no, what if I have that? And it's like, remember every year of the past. I mean, a lot of people get seasonal colds and flus and stuff, and they usually make it out just fine. But yeah, I'm really feeling this is mostly ascension stuff. It's you're clearing out. And fun fact, we should never hope for a cure for the common cold because the common cold is actually such a gift to our bodies. It's like the infinite creator knew exactly what it was doing, allowing us to get a common cold. I know it sucks for us when we go through colds. Colds are no fun, but what colds do, they kick your immune system up into overdrive. They make your immune system is going in, clearing out all the bad stuff. It is going in, like it even will clear out like cancer cells and precancer cells and all of these things. So to get a cold every once in a while is actually kind of a good thing because this stuff isn't just accruing and accumulating in your body. So when you do get a cold or some sinus stuff going on or a flu or whatever it is, it sucks. Like, let's be honest, it's not fun. It's not fun, but they are very cleansing. They're very clearing. And fun fact for me, at least, I haven't even been sick since I had the virus that's been going around. And I had it in, like we had the flu, which I've had the flu maybe 3 times in all of my almost 40 years of life. So I don't get the flu very often, but I had the flu back to back with COVID, right? In early 2020. So before the whole hype of the pandemic happened, I haven't been sick since. None of my family, my kids, my husband, me, none of us have even had a cold, a flu. I mean, I did struggle with headaches till I got that subconsciously removed. Haven't had a headache in 4 weeks, and that is not normal for me. Hallelujah. The healing I'm doing is working and I feel so excited about life. Like yes, a lot of sad and like down and low things have been going on in my life, like with the death of my dog and stuff, but like I haven't had a headache in over a month and like I can't tell you how good that feels. When you have more calendar days with a headache than not, it feels good not to have a headache. But yes, let's see. I think headaches and like stomach issues are like the worst. Like if you ask me, like I can't handle either of them. I just can't. All right, so let's see for Pika Lee. What else? What Spirit wants her to know about these energies? Yeah, you're clearing a lot of past stuff. A lot of that past stuff is coming up to be cleared, canceled, deleted. I should just rename the live stream when I'm done. Clear, cancel, delete. It's such a powerful technique, though, to clear negative energy. And anything coming in, even if you don't know what it is, but you kind of just feel off, or if you're around certain people and then you go home and you're like, ugh, I just don't feel good after being around them, just say, any energy that's not mine, I rebuke you. I rebuke you. And it has to leave. It has to leave. It has to listen to your free will and leave. It has to go. But 6 of Water, this is nostalgia. This is things from the past. And it's interesting. I was talking about all the stomach upsets and issues. She's like holding her stomach. And it almost looks like she's wistful for the past or maybe in a little bit of pain. So yeah, just allowing yourself to feel whatever comes up. And she's really highlighting that solar plexus, of course, with the kind of stomach area. So like solar plexus, your own self-worth, you feeling you have a place in this world. And, just kind of having upset your life the past few days because you couldn't go to work for 2 days and you didn't feel very well. But when you actually leaned into it, it's like it started to subside. It cleared because you gave it the attention it was asking for. And that's a lot of times too, when I would get a headache, I'd feel into the pain of that headache and I'm like, what are you telling me? What are you trying to tell me? And almost every time, not every time, because I needed to really work through it, but almost every time when I just gave the headache the attention it was begging for, it started to go away a little bit. Try it next time you guys have some sort of physical whatever. Yeah, just because, that's our body crying out for attention in some area. And a lot of times we're like, I can't be inconvenienced with this right now. I have things to do. But a lot of times with me, Spirit will give me a headache or a this or a that for me to slow down. Because if I don't have some sort of physical something going on, I'll just keep going and going and going. So Spirit knows like, a lot of times, as I learn the lesson to just balance it on my own, and then I won't have to deal with all these things, like the subconscious program that was removed that was causing my headaches. It's just, it was something having to do with not feeling good enough, having to feel like I have to do all the time to prove myself to the world and to everybody. But yeah, Pikali, what else is going on? Ooh, we got the star with the number 17. They're telling me to take the top 2, so that's what I'm going to do. And then strength. Oh, wow. 2 major arcanas, number 8 and number 17. And that 17 adds up to 8, so we got 88. Look at that, strength and the star. So that inner strength, that solar plexus energy that we were really highlighting with this 6 of water here. Yes, you are really solidifying your solar plexus chakra and any upgrades that were going on there. And they're really showing me, because I'm getting a weird pain kind of like right here in my rib. So they're kind of showing me there's just this like network of energy going up, above, around, beside, down, everywhere. Starting out from the solar plexus and just mapping out like a grid all over your body to really help level you up. And that's really going to be highlighted with, again, kind of going from the solar plexus to the heart, higher heart, throat, third eye, crown, the zeal, zeal or mouth of God chakra at the back of the head, the soul star, and then oh my gosh, I always forget the one above soul star. I don't know. If someone knows it, they can let us know. But like, you're really aligning, because I think you've really gotten a good balance of being independent, really knowing how to take care of yourself, and establishing like a good foundation for yourself, which is like root chakra stuff. And then going up, with the sacral chakra of just, really feeling into your womb energy, and knowing that you can create life, you can create anything you want, you can make your life a creation of what you want. And then the next one going up, it's like you really activated that solar plexus all the way up, because I think you had a pretty decent handle on those lower 2 chakras very well. Like, you've really balanced those out. Something you've been doing, Pikali, really balance those out. And oh, your core has been on fire lately. Well, there it is. There's all that fire, that just, energy that's going on, almost enough that she's touching it. Like, there's something going on in there. Yeah. And she's kind of reflecting on it, because we got the water here, like reflecting on the past and reflecting on, what could this be? What's going on for me? But this is wish fulfillment here. You tuning into that solar plexus energy. And I'm really seeing this wish fulfillment here is just deeper connection to your gifts, bringing more of your higher self online and living as a more enlightened being on this planet more and more and more every day, and really establishing yourself with a spiritual practice, because it was kind of a sickness and health kind of question. Let's go to this new self-care deck and just see what wants to come in. Any words of advice for Pikali, or just anything else that needs to be highlighted here? You can't solar plexus self-worth issues. Self-worth, you're elevating. Level up, level up, level up. Yep. And I did get that level up for Cheyenne as well, which we are going to get into very shortly here. But self-worth, you get what you believe you deserve. It's time to raise your standards, and that's what's going on. You have raised your standards, and as a result, you're getting access to more of your gifts. You are really owning that ish. You're owning yourself. You're really knowing you deserve, and leaving some of the people and things and just energy from the past behind, so you can be very present and also looking forward. That's so powerful. Yes. I love that so much for you. That's so exciting, because I've been able to just feel how much you've grown just since I've met you, like earlier this year, I think, was when I met you. And I've seen so much growth in you, and just, going from one version of yourself feels so very beautiful. And I'm so excited for you, Pikali. I'm excited. Like, your excitement is like contagious. I think I got your illness. It's contagious. But yeah, for sure. Level up, level up. That is the name of the game. That's what's going on. These eclipses are really having a play in what's going on. And these will reverberate till April 30th, with the next eclipse season kicking off. I'm pretty sure it's a lunar eclipse on April 30th. That's our next eclipse after the one that we just experienced today. So it's crazy. It's crazy cool. All right. So Cheyenne, we already have your question. We'll just get right into it. So seeing 111 for months, our spirit trying to tell me something, please. Yes. New beginnings. You're leveling up. You're just taking life in a new direction. But let's just see what parts of your life are taking a new direction. I'm hearing many. It could just be a lot of things. I don't know if you are looking to relocate or move, or if maybe you've recently done so, or just what's going on. could even just be vibrationally, you're leveling up. And that's going to really set the stage for you to level up on the external, move, change jobs, or just shift. I don't know, because you to me feel like a very positive, high vibe person anyway. But yes, you're just owning it. Look at this. Another major arcana. We've got the magician here. He looks very old Saint Nick, doesn't he? I love that. Look at his blue eyes. His blue eyes are so stunning and captivating. I don't know, maybe the color blue has been very prevalent for you right now too. Oh, you're not happy at home but content at work. Okay. And that's why I keep feeling this need to move, to make the energy move, to physically move location, move job. Let's just see about this move. Yeah, I think they are wanting you to move because they want a new beginning, a new start for you. And it may even be you moving in with someone else, like a roommate situation, because 111, that adds up to 3, which is about coming together with someone else and creating a new home somewhere else. But then you have the King of Earth, King of Pentacles. Yes, you're going to be able to make this move. Again, because Pentacles are the slowest moving on, the tarot. It might take a little longer than you're hoping, but you're going to have a long-term stability to be able to move to a new location. Again, I think it might come with having a roommate situation, or maybe someone's physically helping you move your stuff from your place to your new place. Could even look like that, but it's like a collaborative effort. Or maybe you're rooming up like with a roomie situation or a roommate, flatmate. Yeah. So rejected a man the other day, not my person. Oh, you're lonely in love. Yeah. Let's just get a read. Anything about love? Because there's new that wants to come in, like in so many different areas of life. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. You're definitely on the move. You're going to be able to physically move house. This could even look like a new person physically coming into your life. But anytime I draw the Ace of Pentacles, just in my own personal life and personal readings, to me, even though it's an earth energy, it still has a very spiritual basis, or just a very divine basis, because you think of a tiny little seed, which basically the Ace of Pentacles is a seed. And we were asking about your love life, and this is a yes card. The aces are yeses, but think of the Ace of Pentacles as a seed. Think of that divine intelligence within that seed. Say it's an oak seed for an oak tree. You plant that seed, you water it, you fertilize it, you really give it the distance and the love and the time and attention and effort it needs. And within 20 years, you have a majestic tree, 20, 30, however many. But you really put that effort in, you can really see some results. And all of that huge, majestic tree was contained and promised in that tiny little seed. And you watering it and fertilizing it and taking care of it and keeping the deer away from eating all the little tender buds on it. That is you putting that effort and work in to protect what is yours. And you're going to really see a payoff of that in the future. So I think new love too. Just putting that time and love and effort into you is then going to pay off with the significant other. And then the Page of Air. So good news coming in. Someone may just come in out of nowhere. This is brand new energy. So someone you probably don't know yet is coming into your life at some point. It's funny too, because you keep seeing 111. Well, we got a 1 here with the Magician. We got a 1 here with the Ace of Swords, which is depicted with the Page of Swords. And then we've got the Ace of Earth, which is a 1 as well. And then this is you, Cheyenne, as the king, reigning over your little castle of new beginnings. 1, 1, 1. You can't make that up. I love that. That's so exciting. Let's get these astrology cards in, because it's kind of a theme today. That's so sweet and so cute. I just got chills. Yeah, I think your mom, I'm really feeling that motherly energy coming in. She really wants to help you. That's beautiful. Wow. And then what were we talking about? You fertilizing that seed, really taking care of that seed. We now have Gemini cross-pollinate. Look at that. The bees. We couldn't do it without the bees. So it's like you're being the bee of your own garden of life right now. You're pollinating everything. That seed that you planted, you're watering it. You're fertilizing it. You're pollinating. You're doing all of it. You're in charge. And that King of Pentacles, that does represent also an entrepreneur. So maybe eventually, maybe not right yet, because again, slow moving energy, but you're establishing a new beginning. This is just the beginning. These 111s, just the beginning of, a 10 or a 5, a 10, a 20, a 30-year legacy and then some that you're starting to establish right now. It's coming in hot right now. And there's your 3 again. 1, 1, 1. Yes. I love that. We tied it up with a pretty little bow at the end. You can't make that up. Thank you so much, Amanda. Yes, dreamed of her last night. Well, there's her just validating it was her. Because sometimes in dreams, like there are times I'll have dreams of crossover loved ones, but I didn't feel their vital life force behind the avatar in the dream or, their representation in the dream. But then there are other times when, and it's usually almost like you say just a handful of words to them or them to you. And a lot of times it comes with physical touch. Like they will physically touch you in the dream, hug you, or you will physically touch them or hug them. Those to me, when those, and now I get chills all the way down my body. That is when it felt just way too real to be a dream than it was. It absolutely wasn't a dream. It was a visitation. It's just tingles everywhere. Yes, I don't know if you guys can see it. My light isn't very bright tonight, but I got chills. They're multiplying. I'm not gonna sing, but yeah. I love it. That's so exciting, Cheyenne. So cute. So cool. I love it. Okay. So up next, we've got our holdover. We're on our holdover list already. Time is just ticking right on by, flying right on by. Okay, so yeah, the biceps. Urgh. This one's probably bigger. It doesn't look that way. This one looks bigger. I don't know. I need to work out more, that's for sure. I used to be way more toned than I am now. After Boston was born, it's 2013, so it was the year before Wrigley was born. I did the insanity workout. We did it, my husband and I did it like 2 times all the way through. It's like when it was over, we just started again the next week. Never been in better shape in all my life than when I did that. And I hate exercising so hard. I had it so hard. I hate it. But I really do get a lot of exercise just keeping up with my kids. So like that's my workout. Yes. Okay. So I guess we'll just go into these holdovers, and if by the time we finish all of that up, if we don't have any other donations, I'll just call it an early day and can't talk. Go do some self-care. And I've been such a weirdo. You guys know, like when something shifts or changes, like in my instance, and I keep bringing it up because, yes, Judy, my dog that passed away, she was such a huge and significant part of my life for 17 years. But toward the end, like specifically the last 2 months, she just didn't really want to eat anything. So like anything, we would try to feed her anything. Of course, nothing that was toxic to her, like grapes or, avocado or whatever, but like the things we knew she could eat and maybe some garbage food, like, processed food and stuff, just to get her to eat something, just to get some calories in. And we would run over to the Taco John's drive-thru and get like 4 bean and cheese burritos and feed her those. And some days she would love them, other days she'd turn her nose up and walk away. And for probably the last month of her life, every Saturday after the live stream, I would go pick her up a bag of 4 burritos that would usually last her about 2 days. And then, of course, if she didn't eat them, either me or the kids would eat them. And so it's like, yeah, even though she's gone, like I still kept doing that because I'm like, cool, I can have 2 burritos or 1 burrito if I'm not that hungry, which I didn't eat lunch today, so I'm pretty hungry, but I'll have 2 burritos after my live stream, and then 2 more like throughout the day tomorrow, Sunday, which is kind of my like catch up day, and yeah, all sorts of things like that. So it's just like, I don't know, just it's almost become like for the last, this will be the 6th week because we started 4 weeks ago. She died 2 weeks ago, or no, we started 4 weeks before she died, and then it's been 2 weeks tomorrow since she died. So last week and now this week, even though she's not here, I still went and did it. So it's kind of like a weirdly connecting me to her. And I know it's just kind of weird, but like we don't really go out to eat or anything very often. So like I don't feel too bad about it. Oh, so that's going to be on my agenda later today, if anyone cared. Oh, I'm just in one of those funny moods where I just overshare my life. Don't you love it? Okay, So I think what we're going to do is get into the message from Jesse's kids from Abuelito Albie, I think his name was. And this was her two boys, their dad's grandfather. So their grandfather, her two boys' grandfather, that passed away. We're going to channel a message from him for Jesse's wonderful kids. Let's get a message. I want to actually go. I'm trying to find a whimsical deck. What's a whimsical, fun deck? This one's pretty fun and whimsical. Here we go. We're gonna go with the Light Seers Tarot. Actually, I gotta timestamp this about 1:14, hour 14 minutes. Let me get my notepad out. Okay. Write this down. All right. 1 hour, 14 minutes. And then we'll timestamp the Soto grandkids for Jesse's parents. And this will include all of Jesse's siblings' kids. So, Soto, G kids, grandkids. God, my writing is absolutely horrendous when I'm trying to just get it written. It's so bad. Look at that. So bad. I can't even form like letters. Like, that's so bad. Okay, here we go. From Abuelito Albie. This is a message for Jesse's wonderful kids who had the honor of meeting him and loving him. Just get a message for him, just anything the kids need to know or anything he's helping them with, or just a fun, positive message. Ooh, kids! Anytime Jesse's kids are in on it, there's a move involved. They're moving. You're picking up and moving very soon. But also anything you've been working hard at, maybe you're working on making maybe you're making your handwriting better, kids, because stay in school. I did stay in school, but like, I don't know. Artists sometimes have really crazy handwriting, but like they can draw well. That's my vibe. I mean, if I really want to sit and take time, I can have some pretty decent handwriting, but I just don't take the time most of the time. And as a Gemini moon, I'm like 3 words ahead of what I'm writing and then I mess it up. Like, that's my whole thing. I'm not dyslexic reading, but sometimes I feel like it. But yeah, it's like you guys, the hard work you've put into something is going to pay off. I don't know, kids too. There's a lot of like ritual stuff here, candles, crystals, card decks, flowers, papers, writing. Maybe you've been writing something. Maybe you guys are making some sort of fun story or comic book. So much fun. But yeah, I think you guys are moving within the next year. I really do see it on the horizon for you. I'm really paying attention to these moon phases here. So it could be when the moon lines up with one of the kids' like ascendant or moon sign is when you guys decide to move. That's interesting. Okay. What else do we have from Abuelito Albie? 5 of Cups, yes, he does know that sometimes you guys are sad that he's no longer there, but he's still there. He's reminding you he is still there. He loves you. He wants all of you, all 3 of you kids right now, to hug yourself. Hug yourself. Give yourself a really big hug and know that that's from him. That's what he wants you to know. That's so special and so sweet. And even if things are really difficult in your lives right now, you guys, just hold on because there's something really good. The hard work you're putting in now, just being patient and waiting for the life that you know you deserve, it's coming very soon. You've got celebration over here with these 3 cups. And then the Ace of Cups is your love. That's love. That's love from God. That's love from Abuelito Albie. That's love from everybody. And you guys have a big celebration coming up in your future, specifically around moving to a place where it just feels better. Probably a different state. You're moving out of state. All right. Abuelito Albie. Anything else for the wonderful grandkids? All right. We have the Strength card. Yes, be strong. You guys are very strong. You're very resilient. So even if things feel very hard sometimes day to day, you guys are so strong. Like, you can get through anything. Because, like, just imagine there's a lion inside of you. You're wearing like a human suit around this lion, and nobody out there knows there's a lion inside of there. That's really cute and really exciting. So anytime anyone, thinks they're better than you or tries to bully you in any way, just just know. You don't even have to tell them because they won't understand, but just know that there's a lion in there and they can't hurt that lion. There's no way they can hurt that lion. That's very special. Very beautiful. And I don't know if Abuelito Albie was himself a Leo energy. This is Leo. Could even just be fire sign in general, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, other placements. Let's see what else for the grandkids from Abuelito Albie. Take a drink of water. Oh, this is a happy home life, emotional fulfillment, contentment, happiness, maybe a trip to the beach. It's really exciting. I'm taking a drink of my water. There's some good stuff coming in very soon, where you might even get to take a vacation. This is a vacation vibe to me on this card too. And specifically by next summer and Leo season. Leo season is in July. Next summer in July, something really good, worth celebrating is going to happen. And I know that sounds like it's so far away, so long from now, but you're really putting in the hard work and effort. This is a patience card as well as the card that comes before it, the Seven of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. But you guys are going to be able to be patient enough for this to really pay off in your life. This is super exciting. And Abuelito Albie wants you to know that you can call on him anytime to help you make it through, because you guys have that spiritual connection. Look at that with the High Priestess. And even doing your own little, setting your own little intentions and having your own candles or crystals that you can pull out once in a while and you know, make your wishes with. That's really important and special, and something you guys can even do with your mom that will really help amplify the energy to get you guys into a new place sooner rather than later. But you're moving. You're moving on up. Level up, level up, level up. Better things are on the horizon. And it's the sun. The sun is on the horizon. This is happiness and joy and peace and maybe even a place, a fun yard and place you can really run around in and feel really excited about life. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. What else is coming in from Abuelito Albie? The Ace of Cups. What were we saying earlier? That Ace of Cups is available. That's God. That's Abuelito Albie. That's your other grandparents. That's all the love you guys have in your life. It's right there in your heart. The heart of the lion, I just heard. And you guys have that lion within you as well. So that's what Abuelito Albie wants you to know. That was so cute. Oh my gosh. Before we roll that out, I want to do one from the astrology deck that we got here as well. And Jessie, if you're watching this, which I'm sure you are, you'll have to go to the beginning because the cards you ordered me arrived. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We did a big unboxing of the ones I ordered and then the ones you ordered, and it's a whole thing. It's so much fun. And these were some I ordered. I'm really excited about. And we're using the Good Tarot. This was, I think, the only one we didn't use the Good Tarot that you gifted me. That's so cool. Let's get one of these astrology cards for the grandkids. We got Jupiter abundance. Good stuff coming in. And Jupiter, I'm really seeing, okay, because Jupiter's currently in Aquarius, and it's going to be there for a while. Might even be going into Pisces by Leo season. So yeah, maybe Jessie, if you want to look where, well, for you, actually, Pisces is your 12th house. So that is far away destinations. That's far away lands. That's the astral realm. So yeah, you guys, there's a move, there's abundance, there's cheaper living costs, better rent in your future, and big changes with the 23. That adds up to 5 big changes coming in hot. Abuelito Albie is talking all about it. All right, I hope that resonated for you guys, and this was so cute and so much fun. Okay, I'm going to put these away, and then we'll timestamp for the next set of grandkids from the other grandparents, which will also include Jessie's kids, but also I'm going to read the questions so I don't miss any names, because I want to let all of them know that they're included in this reading, all the little Soto grandkids. Okay. So I'm going to go over, I'm actually going to get PayPal on my email. That's quicker and easier. So we're going to do that. All right. Here we go. Okay. So she says, all right. Hey Queen, I won't be able to be at the live or be at the time of the live stream, but I will for sure catch up on the replay. Today I would like to get a beautiful message for Maria Esperanza. Adrian, I never say his name correctly, but like I apologize. Danielle, Elenita, that's my sister Maria's daughter. Miguelito, Miguel's son, Elizabeth and Nerio's son and daughter. From Abuelo Nerio, mi papi hermoso, and Abuela Maria, mi mami Bella. Please, we will watch it together tonight. Thank you so much in advance. P.S. Could you please timestamp? Yes, thanks for the reminder. Because I was just going to go right into it. So thanks for the reminder. But yeah, we're about 1 hour, 24 minutes. All right, so 1:24-ish. Okay, that'll do us. Let's get into it for the Soto grandkids, which we already read the question for. I think we'll use the same deck. This will include all of the wonderful names of the kids we already said. And what do we need to know from Abuelito? Okay, I gotta say the names. I know I already have them here, and they're like names schmames. Who cares? But I care. I want to say them right. This is from Abuelo Nerio and then Abuela Maria. So these are messages from them. All right, so we already have out here the Queen of Wands. So this is you guys being really inspired to do something magical and fun with your lives. Don't play with fire or anything, but maybe if you can, with your parents, light a candle for your wishes, for your desires. Because think of it like on your birthday, you get to blow out all the candles on your cake and make a wish. Well, you can do that any day of the year. It doesn't have to be your birthday. And that's what they want you to know is you can really create a lot of magic in your life by doing that. And of course, not doing it on your own. Get your parents to help you. But we also have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is you guys finding something really fun and exciting to do. This could be drawing. This could be building something. But it might take you a little longer than you're thinking. But this is something you're going to be really excited about and interested in for a very long time. I'm really hearing Adrian. If I'm butchering his name, I do apologize. But your Abuelo Nerio wants you to know that something that you're working on or building or that's really fun for you to keep going and don't give up because you're going to be really good at it when you're older. Not to say you're not good at it now. I know that you are. But as you get older, you're going to get better and better and better at it. And it's actually going to be something when you're an adult that's you're really, really good at. It could be playing some sort of instrument, but something you're doing with your hands. So think of what you enjoy doing and you'll know what that is. All right, what are the other messages from Abuelo Nerio and Abuela Maria coming in for the Soto grandkids? Oh, look, there's strength as well. Yes, that lion energy coming in. Yeah, Leo season is going to be your time to shine, you guys. So Leo season will be next July of 2022, kind of going into August of 2022. This is going to be a really fun and exciting time for you guys in your life. There might be some moving going on. There might be just, changing schools, or you're just doing something that makes you feel a lot better about your life during that time. Oh, we got a couple that flipped here. So you guys are moving, going on a vacation maybe next summer. Oh, that's so exciting. But you're taking action on something that you are planning for. Maybe right now you're planning for it, or in the near future, you're going to make a plan and then you're going to take action on it. I really do see this as next summertime. Then we have the Queen of Swords. So this is all about speaking exactly what it is you want to do. And, even speaking, maybe you guys are hearing Abuela Maria and Abuelo Nerio. Maybe you're hearing them or having dreams about them because they do communicate and speak to you. Maybe they send you numbers on the clock. Maybe you see the same numbers all the time, or maybe you see certain birds. There's a bird back here, and that's how they communicate with you. I keep getting chills, guys. It's so exciting. But we also have the Four of Wands, which is celebration, happy home, moving to a new home, excitement, inspiration, weddings. I don't think any of you kids are getting married or anything like that, but maybe some of your parents are getting married, or just moving the house, moving home, moving your home from one home to another home. Very, very exciting. Very cool. All right, what else do we need to know for the Soto grandkids from Abuela and Abuelo? All right. Yeah, Four of Swords. So even if things have been a little difficult lately, just make sure you're getting enough rest, going to bed when your parents tell you. That'll really help you feel a lot better. Because if you don't get enough sleep, then when you wake up the next morning, you might feel like crying or just feeling really sad. So make sure that you get enough rest and you listen to your parents when they tell you to eat all your vegetables and stuff like that, so that you can really rest, and you will be moving on from this very soon. I'm going to get a clarifier on the Four of Swords for the Soto grandkids. Maybe even just missing out on the fact that your abuelo and abuela aren't with you. But maybe you guys can feel them with you. Yeah, you guys are moving through this. This is the end of a very heavy time, or a very hard or difficult time for you and for your parents. You guys are literally on the move. You're moving, and it's a very long journey for some of you. Of course, I know you all live in different houses and stuff, so maybe some of you are staying put, but I do see others of you are moving. I'm seeing Elenita, is that her name? Her family may be moving. I'm seeing Jesse's 3 kids probably moving. Maybe even Miguelito, is that, am I saying his name right? Moving as well. Ooh, and then we have the King of Swords. So this is really interesting here. We've got the King and Queen of Swords. So maybe one of your parents are getting married. Well, probably 2 of your parents. 2 of your parents are getting married. Maybe one of your parents are getting married to someone else, something. But of course, these are people who are already together, I feel right now, will be getting married. King and Queen of Swords, yes. And also, Abuela and Abuelito may come to you in tarot readings as the King of Swords and Queen of Swords, because this is a king and a queen. Look at that, a match, a pair. All right, let's get some astrology in on this. All right, anything else that the Soto grandkids need to know from Abuelo Nerio and Abuela Maria? Okay. We've got Descendant, Invitation, and Jupiter, Abundance. Abundance came out earlier as well. Jupiter. So good things are coming from other people. And the 7th house is everybody that's not you. You're the 1st house of your birth chart. 7th house is everybody that's not you. So there's some good news, some expansion, maybe the adding to one family. I'm seeing maybe Elenita maybe getting a sibling over the next year and a half, possibly. I'm really seeing that expansion in that way for her. Expanding that part of the family. Yeah, I'm really seeing that specifically for her. That there may actually be 2 new grandkids coming in for your abuela and abuelo within the next 3 years. And I got chills all the way down. Oh, yeah. So 2 new grandkids. They're with their souls right now. They are with their souls. I got such chills, you guys. Oh, that's so exciting. What else? And then we have Juno partnership. So there's just reaffirming with 4 cards, because we got the King and Queen of Swords, which indicates a love union, a match, a wedding, a marriage, a wedding and a marriage, a wedding and a marriage. Yes. And we got the number 31 here, which is like 4, stability, security. 4 of Swords, stability, security, creating a new home. That's super exciting, you guys. Yes. What a cute little reading. I love this. Thank you so much, Abuela and Abuelo, for coming through. Actually, before we go, though, I do want to grab, and this is kind of last call, last chance for anyone for a guaranteed read today. This is the last reading I think I have a donation for. Let me just check. Nope, yep, that's the last one. So if anyone here wanted to donate, feel free. Otherwise, I am going to go a little early, maybe do some self-care. So let me go to... Actually, Ethan, I want to do reading for you. Say thank you for having the list for me the last hour and a half. So Ethan, go ahead and post your question. I'm going to get one more quick message from Abuelo and Abuela for the grandkids. Yeah, self-care weekend. I love it. Okay. All right. So I am sorry. Please forgive me. And this is like empty hand, empty heart, something like that, where they feel like sad that they can't be on this side of the veil to be and know and love you grandkids. But that doesn't mean they aren't still with you, that they don't still know you and all of that. They do know you. They do love you. Even if you can't know that they're there or can't see them there, they are there. They are there. All right, let's get one more before we close out this reading while Ethan does his thing. Yes, don't be afraid. That lion energy. Rawr! You guys are those really powerful lions. Don't let anyone tell you you're not good enough, because you are. So don't be afraid. When you move forward or things feel scary or you're unsure, or maybe you move somewhere, you go to a school that you don't know, just know that you are strong and you don't have anything to be afraid of. And as you go through your life, you're going to realize that a lot of the things that are happening for you are actually for your highest good. Yay, grandkids! All right. Let me go ahead and put this away. All right, so we'll get into this for Ethan, and then I'm going to go run and get some lunch/dinner because I did not have lunch today, and I'm feeling it. My stomach's growling. I'm sure you guys might have heard it. Actually, this mic doesn't really pick up all the chair noises. Like, I could never, let's just say, I could never use this chair to do my pick-a cards because it's just like it's worse than my squeaky chair or my little shoe organizer chair. Squeaky chair problems, apparently, in my house. All right, Ethan says, recently had a dream of a guy in my English class, and now I have feelings for him. I was wondering if there's a chance I can be in a relationship with him. Okay. I'm really feeling this is more of an essence. It's not actually his soul that's trying to get all mixed up with you. This just to me feels like you think of it this way. I know I had a lot of unrequited crushes as a teenager in high school. And I don't know if it's because they didn't like me or not. I just was too scared to tell anybody that I liked anyone. So like no one knew. So like whatever. It's in the past. It's cool. But like I'd get these crushes on, this guy or that guy or whatever. And then it would just make me so excited to go about my day. Like if I ran into that person or, you would like kind of plan your outfit to like impress them or like, random stuff. But it just, even if nothing ever came of it, like it just made me feel good about myself. It made me love myself more and really pay more attention to myself to try to maybe, for a weird reason, like to try to impress someone else. But just, seeing if he's at his locker or like trying to catch his eye in English class, like it's just so innocent and exciting. Like it just really elevates your vibration and elevates your life, just having a little crush. So I think that's kind of what Spirit was showing. Yeah, I really don't think this is ever going to amount to anything. I don't know. Do you know if he is gay or bi? I'm not getting the vibe that he is. Not to say I don't think he wouldn't like you as a friend, but I don't really see it ever being romantic. And he may have even recently like been involved with I'm seeing a girl that broke his heart in some way. Even if you don't know this girl or know anything about it, there's something recently, could even have been like something with parents, because this is cheating, this is deception here. Feeling deceived or brokenhearted by someone could have been, it feels like a female, could be a girlfriend, a sister, a mother energy in his life, where maybe he missed a couple days in a row of school, or maybe some days he just seems a little sad. To me, this feels like it was about 3 weeks ago. So if you can think back, I'm not sure. I don't get a vibe like that, unfortunately. Yeah. And dreams, dang them. I can't tell you how many crushes I had on guys started from a dream. Like, what the heck is that? That's so unfair. But yeah, this really is just opening up your energy field to find someone who has a lot of the qualities, or maybe the way he looks, or the way he, I don't know, the cologne he wears, like you walk by, you can smell him, like, whatever. But this is just kind of setting like a stage for you to find someone that maybe emanates some of the things that he's got going on, but in your perfect person. Of course, the person isn't perfect. You're not perfect, but you're perfect for each other. Perfectly imperfect for each other. Like that's the vibe I get with your future person. But let's just see if there's anything that this dream was trying to tell you because of this guy. They're really not. They're like canceling that guy out, almost like he's like a shadow like kind of just in the corner, and you're the highlight. Like you're the highlight of this reading, Ethan, for the dream you had. It's more about you than it is about this boy, but it's awoken some things up within you that are now coming to the surface, you know, hormonal things and maybe even self-worth issues and stuff. But let's just see anything else that wants to come out. Yeah. I think eventually you'll learn that this is just kind of never going to happen, unrequited, and you will move away from it. But at the same time, it's kind of creating a little fun, a little pep in your step for the time being, even if you know it's not requited. It's just making you feel good about yourself until it doesn't. And then when it doesn't start feeling good, because it's kind of more heartbreaking than exciting, you will move on from it. I don't think you're going to be hung up on this person like they showed me 4 months from now, like, oh, so last year. So I don't think it's going to last that long on your part anyway. Just in the meantime, I want to go over to this self-care deck to see if there's any self-care messages for Ethan for how he can move through this energy, where he can benefit from it and then move on when it's no longer beneficial. Yeah, you're going to be able to successfully get over this. But it says, today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. So I don't know, maybe this crush just brings this light to your life. Not like the crush himself, is bringing the light to your life, but the fact you have a crush really lights you up, and maybe you look attractive to someone else out there who kind of maybe gets the gay vibe from you and then kind of goes in your direction. Like, you just never know. What do we have here? Change course. Yeah, they're saying this boy is definitely not going to lead to any wish fulfillment for you long term. Maybe just for the short term, just feeling yourself, whatever. It'll be good. But it says a closed door is an invitation from life to move in an even better direction. It's time to change course. Yeah, so allow yourself to feel whatever feels are coming up around this boy for a week or two, couple, 3 weeks, 4 weeks maybe. And then I'm almost reading this as like 3 of Cups, like celebration, happiness, hanging out with friends, and maybe even like dishing to some of your friends or girlfriends that do know if you are gay. I don't know. Do your friends know that you're gay? Because sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You just never know. But specifically, if you have confided in someone, maybe you do confess your feelings for this boy to one of these friends, and they're like, oh yeah, oh my gosh, that sucks, but like, that's cool, like, you got a crush. But yeah, there's happiness here. Just you being able to share with someone, even if it's your own face in the mirror, you're like, I think I like this boy, and I don't think he's ever gonna like me back, but like, that's a thing, and like, but really, as the end result of this, you will be happy. Like, it's not going to hold you down that long. Your thinking will either make your happiness or take your happiness. You choose. Oh, 2 people. Okay. So to me, this almost feels like you and 2 other people. Like, you guys know what's up with this crush. And they're not going to tell anybody. So it's like, it's your secret's safe as far as all that goes. But, I don't really see this going anywhere, but like, at the same time, this will help lead you to future happiness, even if it's not from this specific person. All right, Ethan, I'm sorry. I wish. Wouldn't that be awesome? Well, if only life were that easy, but I can't. There were at least from probably 9th grade through 12th grade, probably at least 12 different boys I had crushes on that I never told. I mean, I had 3 boys I had crushes on that my best friend always knew. But then there were certain other ones I never even told anyone, because I'm like, ew, I'm kind of ashamed of myself for liking that person, because they're not at all a good person, like the bad boy type. Like, I knew it wasn't a good person, not someone I wanted to like ever be with long term, but like, why do I have a dang crush on this person? Why can't I just not? Like, it would be so much easier. So I didn't tell anybody about those ones. And then, those crushes kind of go away and die down. So it's a whole thing. Like, it's just part of the teenager experience, So be happy, I guess, that you get to have crushes, because there are, certain people who are more on the like asexual spectrum that would, not to say all asexual people want that, but there are certain people I know. A good guy friend of mine from back in the past was like asexual, and he's like, I just wish I could fall in love with someone. Like, I think it would be so fun. But he just doesn't have feelings for anyone that way. And he's like, I just wish I could, because I want to know what it's like. So I guess it is a gift for those of us who want to experience that we do get to experience it, even if it's not requited all the time, right? Besides, we did that soulmate reading before. I just asked since I wanted to have fun at this. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I really do see that soulmate coming in after, you're out to more people in your life and like it just is a normal thing. No one's still talking about it and it's just like, "Oh yeah, Ethan's gay, who cares?" Like we all it's fine, like whatever. Because really, what does someone's sexuality mean to anybody? Like I mean, what I always wondered that. Like, I'm like, if my kids are ever going to be gay or ace or like on some sort of LGBTQ plus whatever, like, what does that have to do with me? Nothing. As long as they're not hurting anybody, like, what does it matter? But there are those parents out there that are like, my kid's not gay and will never be. It's like, calm down. It's not like you're the one having to do these things with people that you don't agree. Like, just let your kids live their lives, people. I just never understood that. Yes. Yeah, religious. Yeah, that's a whole thing with a lot of like Christian, Catholic, probably Muslim. I'm not like 100% up with like the Muslim beliefs, but like yeah. Oh, Ethan, I'm so sorry. Big hugs. But I'm hearing now from your guides that you signed up to kind of soften his heart around this subject because of course your dad loves you. And when he learns and I think there is part of him that already knows. Maybe he's in denial about it, but I know that he knows. Like on at least a subconscious level, he knows. Um, but I think sometimes he maybe says things to you to try to like, the whole pray the gay away. Like that's just not possible. And you can try and fight it, and it's not. Why? Just let people be who they are. Yeah, I know he knows. And he may like passively aggressively say things about gay people or whatever just to see what it does to you. And I don't say think he's doing this to try to be mean, but like it's there like that subconscious part of him just wants it to not be true but knows it is. But then, a few maybe even months after you come out and it's just okay, this is the thing. This is official. We know this information. It's not going to be that big a deal to him moving forward after he finally knows, if that makes sense. But we can get into this in a future reading at some point, I'm sure. Yeah. No, Ethan, and you shouldn't have to try to force yourself on or with someone that you're just not with. I mean, think of any regular straight person. Could you imagine being with someone of the same sex? It just doesn't vibe, it doesn't resonate. But that doesn't mean that gay people can force themselves to vibe and resonate with someone of the opposite. Like you can't. You love who you love and that's you can't force it. Or you don't love who you don't love. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, Ethan, you're worth more than to try to fit into someone else's mold, that's for sure. Yep. When you're an adult, because I think for you specifically, Ethan, that just feels safer. Like you'll probably have your own vibe, your own home, your own whatever, living your own life, and not having to be under his roof if he hits the roof about it. Which again, why? How can you be mad at someone for that? Like, I don't know. But most people I know, like just in my life, that have come out that were really worried about their parents accepting them, it was almost a non issue. And they're like, why did I waste the last 10 years stressing that this would go badly when it was just so non like anticlimactic? Like, the parents were like, oh, yeah, I knew. Like, okay. What do you want for dinner tonight? Like, it was just like, oh, my big announcement fell on deaf ears because y'all already knew. Like, yeah, I think it is safer. And I think it's important for you, Ethan, specifically to feel as safe as you can and come out when you want to and be in complete control and safety around this. Like that is part of your mission is to be able to come out the way you want. There are a lot of people, not people I know personally, but stories I've heard of people that are being outed and then they are like forced to come out because maybe someone heard something and there's rumors going around and like that's so unfair. Like that has nothing to do with the people even saying these things. Leave people's business to them. Like that's my motto. I got chills though, Ethan. So I think spirit's gonna help you when the time's right, and just help you cope until the time's right. Because I think I'm picking up maybe the vibe that there are like times when you think like I can't take this anymore. I'm just gonna tell them and like let them do what they're gonna do. Like I don't want to even deal with this anymore. But then like the next day you're like, oh, I'm glad I didn't. Like, oh, I'm not ready. So being ready, that's 100% gonna be your vibe. Remember my sister saying he threatened. Oh no. Oh, like I remember my sister threatening to leave when he saw eyeshadow stains on my eye. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah. And let Ethan live his life. That's all I have to say. He's not hurting anybody. He's not even hurting himself. So leave him alone. Leave Brittany alone. Leave Ethan alone. All right, you guys. I think I'm gonna leave it here. My stomach is just like I'm hungry. So I'm gonna go get some food. I love you guys so much. You guys really brighten my day and I love being here. I could just stay here all day. As you guys know, I have a hard time leaving. That's when you know it's a good high vibe tribe because I just want to stay in your lovely energy all day. And I love you guys and I appreciate each and every one of you. I know there's 5 of you watching right now. But even those of you who left earlier, I love you just as much. I love all of you. And yes, Ethan, you got this. We know it. We know it. Let's see what's coming up for me. Today's Saturday. Today's the eclipse. Go do yourself some eclipse rituals. I know it's a new moon, but really eclipses aren't the time to set all these new intentions because the energy is already really volatile. I mean, if you've already set some intentions and now you're like, oh no, what did I do? Don't worry about it. Like, the universe has your back. Don't feel like you have to force anything, but just be gentle with yourselves. Do some self-care. Maybe I'll pull 2 self-care cards before we go. For all of us still watching or watching the replay, let's pull a couple self-care cards for us. Just anything we need to know, take care of ourselves in these volatile energies. We got listen. People start to heal the moment they feel heard. Yes, speaking your truth. Speaking your truth. Things are just getting magical. I love it. If you avoid conflict to keep peace, you start a war inside yourself. That is so deep. And yes, that is so true. Next time you just want to appease, to keep the peace, it really, you can feel those kind of frictiony things within yourself. It's a whole thing. But speak up and also listen. But also you feeling heard is other people listening and you speaking up and allowing others to speak up and you be the listener. It goes both ways. So however it resonates with you guys. I'm going to leave it there. Sunday, my patrons, we have a weekly reading live stream tomorrow, probably a little later than 10 a.m. so I make sure my family's out of the house so they're not interrupting me. And they've been leaving anywhere between 9:30 and 11. I never know exactly when it is, but these collective weekly readings have really gone in lately and I'm blown away. Like I'll go back and watch it after the week is over and I'm like, oh my God, why didn't I know and refer back to this reading? Because it's just so on point. Because there's so few of us actually watching those weekly collective readings that it feels like a personal reading right now. They're so good. They're so fun. I love actually having the live interaction. Those of you in the chat, I've been reading cards, pulling cards specifically for you in the chat for the weekly readings too. So it's been so much fun and I've really loved that. So I will be doing that tomorrow morning. And then, of course, on my main channel, the Friday patron early access pick a card is going to be live on Monday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time on my main channel. First thing linked in the description below if you need access to my main channel, or you just want to go check out some pick a cards over there just to waste some time, spend some time, just go check out some pick a cards if you feel so inclined, and also my intuition test exercise videos in the playlist over there. Easily found if you just go to my main page and you can find them over there if you feel so inclined. Otherwise, I will check all y'all later. I love you so much and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening or morning or whatever time it is where you're at. I love you. Mwah. Bye.